start है. Now starting with after finishing with the spinal cord, after finishing with the spinal cord, now next part of the neuroanatomy we are taking is the optic pathways. So as we know, eye is the structure of the vision. It is a special sensory organ, and you have made the eye diagram from the 8th standard or 7th standard till today. Now we will go into the detail of the eyeball. The human eyeball consists of 3 layers. The outermost layer is the sclera. It is a protective layer and very thick and a continuation of the brain. Our white of the eyeball is the sclera, and it is a complete membrane. It is a complete layer, and the white of our eye this is the sclera. But anteriorly it is transparent. This and whole of it is white. So this transparent part is called the cornea, through which light passes inside the eyeball, and this junction is called the sclerocorneal junction. Sclerocorneal junction. So this is the white, and this roundness is called the cornea. And in the normal eye, the upper eyelid covers 1/6 of cornea, upper eyelid. If it covers more than 1/6, we use the word ptosis, or what is called drooping of the eyelid. The drunken men, they are having the ptosis. So this is the first layer, that is the rough, tough and smooth and protective the eyeball, and it is a complete membrane and complete layer. The second layer inside it is the choroid, and choroid is a vascular layer, and it is a muscular layer also, and it is a incomplete membrane. It is only incomplete, it is not complete like sclera. So inside the sclera, stick to the sclera, is the choroid. But in its anterior part, it is deficient, and there is a gap in it, So this is a gap, and here is the end of the choroid. And this portion is called the iris. So iris is the part of the choroid which make it incomplete, and the gap between the two is called the pupil, which dilates and constricts according to the day and night. So this roundness, hole-like structure is the pupil, and behind the transparent cornea, what is visible is the choroid, is the iris, part of the choroid. Now this iris contains two types of the smooth muscles: circular, arranged, and radial. So two types of the smooth muscles. Some are circular and other they are radial in the iris. So when the circular muscles they contract, which are supplied by parasympathetic, remember parasympathetic fibers, because they are smooth muscle, and there is a separate system for the smooth muscles of the human body. The autonomic nervous system is sympathetic and parasympathetic, but radial, they are supplied by sympathetic fibers. So when the circular muscles they contract, they bring the constriction of the pupil, as during the bright sunlight. Daytime our pupil remains small to protect the retina from damage, and during evening and night radial muscles they contract. So when the radial muscles they contract, the pupil becomes bigger, it becomes large. That is called dilatation of pupil and constriction of the pupil. Remember, parasympathetic is supplying the circular muscles, so this is sphincter pupillae, is the parasympathetic. Then near the sclerocorneal junction, the choroid is having a circumferential thickening, and this thickening is called ciliary body, and it contains ciliaris muscle, smooth muscle again, ciliaris smooth muscle. That's why I have written the choroid is a muscular layer also, it contains muscles. So circular muscles they are present in the ciliary body, and this ciliary body is connected to the biconvex lens, which is suspended from suspensory ligaments from the ciliary body. In this suspensory ligament of the lens, so contraction of the ciliaris muscle in the ciliary body will make the lens less convex or more convex depending upon the near vision and the distant vision. The thickness diameter of the lens changes and it becomes more convex in the near vision, and in the distant vision it becomes less convex. So it is a convex lens, biconvex lens is present in our human eye. So again the smooth muscles play the role. Then blood vessels, they pierce the sclera and they enter into the choroid and supply the smooth muscles. Similarly, the short ciliary nerves, they also pierce the white sclera from behind posteriorly, and the sympathetic and parasympathetic fibers via this, they supply the iris and the ciliary muscles. So it is a vascular layer. Similarly, veins from the various regions, they also pierce the sclera and they go out. Ophthalmic veins. So this is about the choroid. The innermost layer of the eye is the retina. Now retina is a nervous layer. It is made up of neurons and it is also incomplete. It is an incomplete layer. So it ends here. And it consists of 4 layers. The uppermost layer is made up of rods and cones. The shape of the cell bodies, they are cone-like, and they are the rod-like. So they are the rod and cones. Are the